Hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. Today I feel drawn toward our focus being letting go of anxiety and fear, worry, and the toxicity that comes with ideas around separation from groups of people. I don't typically timestamp these meditations, but we are in an election season, and there are many different emotions stirring around out there around this election. And there's a lot of fear and fear-mongering that's being sold at a high price. There's a lot of language and rhetoric that calls for blame and shame. There are whole groups of people, because of their race or party affiliation, that we're being told to dislike or even hate or blame for all of the issues. We're being inundated with rhetoric around this one or that one is the enemy. And the ego needs separation. It needs separation to thrive. But ultimate truth tells us that we are all in this together. We're all irrevocably and eternally connected in the oneness of consciousness. So for this meditation, and quite possibly the majority of the meditations moving forward until this election season is past, I want us to remind ourselves in practice that we're all connected. And I want us to settle our hearts and our souls that are being influenced by fear and separation, to settle back into the reality of what's true. Any leader or leaders that use rhetoric that brings a feeling of anxiety and fear and separation or hatred toward other races, colors, creeds, religions, countries of origin. Any leadership like that is lacking in higher consciousness. And I want to invite us to not allow ourselves to be drawn into that vortex. Because the ones who would perpetuate those ideas can then also be thought of as the enemy. And that's a trap too. So I'm inviting us to drop off the toxicity of this separation and this fear of each other, and inviting us back into the oneness of consciousness, where the sounds of hatred get turned up, where the sounds of division and blame get dialed up. We need to return volley with a dial-up of compassion, unity, connection, togetherness, harmony. So I invite you now, if you will, to consider sitting up straight or lying down straight. Straightening that spine and softening the shoulders, allowing the body to really rest into the surface beneath you. Consider, if you will, if you're comfortable doing so, gently, lightly closing your eyes. And now allowing the body to settle and relax. Remind yourself right here and right now that for these few moments together, there's nowhere to be. There's nothing to do. There's no one to be. Simply to be here now. Resting into this beautiful present moment. And what a gift it is. And here we are, observing the breath, breathing in and the breathing out. This simple and yet absolutely essential activity and rhythm of life. Allow yourself to become aware of the inflow and outflow of breath. And allow yourself to think on this mantra. I am here, now, in this present moment, with nowhere else to be. I am here now, in this present moment, with nowhere else to be. I am here now, in this present moment. There's nowhere else to be. Allow yourself to really feel the settledness of this moment. The beauty of this moment. The love in this moment. The peace in this moment. connect with the stillness of your soul. In the deepest part of you, that peaceful stillness. That sanctuary within. Where the eternal connection the conscious contact is made with the All, the Supreme, the One. This place of beautiful, expansive emptiness. Where there's no particular material or physical identity. This place of emptiness where there's no grading system, no comparisons, no competitions. Pure, perfect spaciousness, calm, stillness. And you realize from this stillness that there's no fear here, no shame here, no blame here, no separation here. In this place, the sound of the rhetoric of those who would separate us is moot. In this place, the true reality is what is known. And that false reality of separation is recognized as the illusion. In this place, I am accepted, celebrated, I belong, just as I am. I am safe here in the sanctuary of the deepest part of my soul. In this place, I am not afraid of the other because, well, there is no other. So I rest in this calm awareness of complete and total harmony, unity, oneness. Allow yourself to feel the sense of complete peace and total wholeness. Allow the blinders of division and hatred and phobia, us and them, to fall away. In this place, the bond of love and compassion can be felt intensely. Can you feel it now? Love, compassion. That is the rule of the day in this place. And you recognize that fear, anxiety, stress, worry, all of those temporary and shallow emotions, all of those live and thrive in the ego's idea of separation. But here, in the sanctuary of the soul, the ego's voice is barely even faintly heard. The sound of silent stillness is what you hear. this calm, peaceful stillness. It is what carries me through. I am at peace, in harmony and unity, regardless of circumstances. I'm going to invite us into a series of some deep breaths. And as we breathe in through the nose, I choose to see this peaceful unity and harmony expanding throughout every cell of my body. There's no separation. And this diminishes fear and anxiety, blame. Preparing for a deep breath in through the nose, about 4 or 5 seconds. We'll breathe in, and at the top of that breath, hold for a moment. And then release through the mouth about 8 seconds, shaping the mouth like you would to drink from a straw. Breathing in through the nose freely for about 4 or 5 seconds, and then releasing like blowing through a straw for about 8 or 9 seconds. Preparing now for that deep breath together. Breathe in. And release. Remain empty for just a moment. Empty. Empty. Preparing for that second breath together. Breathe in. And release. Remain empty. Empty. Just a moment longer. Empty. Prepare for that third breath together. Breathe in. And release. Remain empty for just a moment. And now allowing the body to take over the breathing. The lungs simply doing what they do. As I go throughout my day today, I choose to not allow voices of division to separate me from others, no matter their label. I choose love, harmony, peace, joy. I let go of fear and anxiety about this election. I don't let anything cost me my peace. And I let no one voice of hatred or dissension within me toward others. For you, O Source, prepare a table before me, even in the presence, especially in the presence of those who would be my enemies. I choose peace, unity, love, connection over fear, prejudice, hatred, xenophobia, and any other phobias. There is no us and them, there is only us. Irrevocably and eternally connected in the divine. So there will be no fear here. Only peaceful, loving awareness. I'll ask you to consider smiling. Allow a smile to be on your face now and begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Maybe shift on the surface beneath you a little bit. Bring yourself back into the present moment, into the room, wherever you're seated or lying down. I decide to practice this. I choose. I choose. No one else will be in charge of the rhetoric of my soul. I choose. And I choose love, compassion, unity, peace, joy, harmony, connection. I'll ask you to begin rubbing those hands together gently out in front of you. You feel that sense of connection? It's not just with your own self, but with everyone else too. And bring those hands up to the eyes. Consider opening your eyes behind those hands. Preparing to come back into the room. And drop those hands to your lap. Or bring them together in the praying hands position. I love you. We are connected eternally in love and in peace. I see you as the magnificent face of God. So I say to you, Namaste, Namaskar, Amitabha, Aho, Ashe, Om. Love and mercy, peace and grace, truth and tranquility, serenity, compassion, unity, harmony, bliss, ecstasy. Love, 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 love. And so it is. So it is. Now go and make it a great day. Just because you can. Peace.